Hello there, and welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Professor Jacob, and thank you so much for attending this lecture on Pokemon biology. Joining me here in the classroom today is, of course, my wonderful teaching assistant, Mr. Curtis. Mr. Curtis, if you could please say hello to everybody.
No, thank you, Professor, for being here today to teach and to be the one to guide us along the path of Pokemon appreciation and education and care.
Breathe, man, breathe. Sometimes he forgets to breathe. I really thought you
he was telling
starting.
You no? I did too.
Yeah, I was like, please
dang,
introduce
Mr.
yourself.
Curtis.
And you're like, no.
No. I'm like,
I don't
wow,
think I will.
I'm about to get backhanded.
But I am the professor's assistant. I am the teaching assistant. My name is Mr. Curtis. That's Mr. Curtis to all you students out there.
With a K, you decide where the K goes.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Dealer's choice. Also, joining us in the classroom today is, of course, our young trainer in training, Corbin. Corbin, if you could please say hello to everybody.
Hey, everyone. What's going on? How are you? Good to be here in class. The former reigning champion of the student body is here. And
what does that even
hang
mean?
Out. What?
What does it mean to be the reigning champion
The
of the
former
student?
class president. I was the champion of the classroom body. I was the former champion of vibes.
Oh, okay.
And being
right,
the president.
That's a different position. Champion of vibes is a different elected position.
Oh, you're right. You
That's right.
Yeah. So.
Former
It
champion
is-
and former president here, and the best president, some would say.
Very few would say that, I think.
I think one or two.
But yeah, so we have a lot to talk about today. I think we should we have a couple of Gengar mails here that I would like to read, if that's okay.
I'll permit it. This
Sure.
time.
Thank you. God, so nice today, Corbin. You're doing great today.
Thanks.
Keep
I've been
it
going to
up.
therapy.
Don't let it go to your head.
Mr. Curtis has
I'm
been a little bit.
I'm watching you, Corbin.
Mr. Curtis has been a little bit confrontational today, but so far you've been great, Corbin.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I've been going to virtual therapy appointments with Perry the Psyduck from the Saffron City Learning Center.
Oh, how's
he's
Perry
been off.
doing?
Yeah, Perry is doing all right. He misses me dearly, and I miss him, and that's one of the reasons I'm in therapy. So it doesn't always make me feel better to see him, because then I cry and then I get sad. Like, oh, that's the reason why I'm sad, because you're there and I'm here.
You're the reason why.
Right. So, but yeah, we talk about a lot.
I don't know. Maybe I can talk to the principal and convince him to transfer Perry to the.
I would do anything for that. I would be the new kiss butt.
Has Perry said anything about Sensei Williamshire?
No, he hasn't even really brought it up. He did say that Shaq is still running loose around the school, and many people have fallen asleep in across all the buildings and stuff. There was so
all of the buildings. Wait, they
across
have
all the buildings.
They have multiple buildings now.
Well, I mean, like the different sections of the building. There's it's like segmented and stuff. There's like different parts of it. But apparently, Shaq has been singing about, and this one guy who was repairing the roof heard Shaq singing, and let's just say he was injured on school property.
Oh, that's not great.
Yeah, he had to go to the hospital. Not a good situation. But
look, even when I'm not there, accidents still happen. So I don't know what the school board was saying when they were like, "Oh, you're a liability to this school."
Well, I mean, it's technically your fault that Shaq the Jigglypuff got out.
Yeah, okay, but is it my fault that they haven't, captured it yet?
I mean, yeah.
Wow, what? How is that my fault?
Because it's your fault it got out in the first place. So we needed to catch it if it didn't get out.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, they should have the resources to capture.
But they wouldn't need the resources
Pokemon.
if it didn't get out.
Oh, listen, hindsight is 20/20, Corbin, and we can keep talking about the past all you want. The fact is that it's the present now, and that Pokemon still hasn't been captured, and so it's their fault, not mine.
I, for one, always am in the present.
I love to hear the leader of this class take responsibility.
You know what? Call me a delibird because I'm all about the present.
That's right.
I mean, if you insist, Professor Delibird.
That was a joke. Mostly. Professor Jacob is still my preferred name.
Okay,
all right.
For now.
Back to Gengar mails. I have one here from one Alexander. Now, you might remember that Alexander has been sending us Gengar mails with lists of injuries that we sustained in the early days of the lessons. Well, they've sent something else, a little bit different this time. So let me just go ahead and read it. Hello, Mr. Curtis, Corbin, and Professor Jacob. Such an interesting order in the naming there. I guess saving best for last. This is fine.
That's right.
Of course.
Thank you so much for reading my Gmail detailing the injuries. I worked very hard on it while never missing any of my assignments. I am here with another list of sorts, but not really. Over my time listening to these lessons, I have noticed outrageous things that have been said and forgotten promptly. With these lists, I take nearly everything said as the truth. So some of the stuff may be a bit goofy. The list can also serve as answers to some of the questions that you have asked over time. I don't know what lessons these are from, but what I do know is that these are all before the Jigglypuff lesson, with one exception. I guess we'll see if we can figure out what that exception is. Thanks again for your feedback, and here is some of the stuff that was said during this period of time.
All right, let's go through the list here.
Okay, would you like to go through the list, Corbin?
Sure, I can do that.
Okay.
All right. So the
Here,
first one
let me
says,
hand over the paper to you. I know you're very eager.
oh, thank you. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was going to try to read it from here. Thank you. Okay, so the first one says, Corbin has a sister named Pika.
True
that
or false?
Is correct. Is it true or false?
Okay.
It's true.
Okay.
It's true. We don't talk about Pika. She's been casually mentioned one time. This might come as a shock and news to people who may have missed it. I do have a little sister. Her name is Pika.
Okay.
She is she is a bit of a troublemaker. Let's just say she doesn't live at home anymore.
Wait, wait. She's your younger sister and she doesn't live at home anymore? You're 10.
She's a wily one. Let's just say that.
Yeah,
she's gotten to be. Listen, I know you guys think that because I've had my fair share of rapping mishaps and, was arrested on campus for rapping on the kitchen or the lunch tables. That's nothing compared to my younger sister. She is a wily one. I'm not legally authorized to talk about a lot of the stuff she's done, but let's just say she doesn't live at home right now. And, I haven't seen her in quite a long time.
Does she live in a jail cell?
It's less of define jail cell. It's more of a room with a bunch of mattresses. I hear it's nice. But yeah.
Okay. Well, my condolences, I suppose.
She's not dead, but she wishes she was. What?
Whoa.
Whoa.
What did you say? No, I heard you say, you said something after. What did you say?
I don't know. I didn't say anything.
Anyway, she's 8. It's just a phase.
Okay. What did she eat?
She's 8 years old is what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going on the list.
Oh, I'm supposed to still read it.
Yeah,
I forgot what I was saying.
You have that. Listen, you have the paper. I don't have the paper.
I do. Sorry.
That's right.
I'll take the paper back.
No, it's fine. I'll do it. Mr. Curtis washes his Rapidash. True or false?
True.
Detrimental to
Yeah. Wobbly legs Willie, he does get pretty muddy from times to time.
I
do have to give him a wash. Yeah. But listen, he does not like it at all. It is a struggle.
Oh, I bet. You really have to tie him down, right?
Mm-hmm. No, I don't tie him down.
Okay.
But,
he ties you down. Number 3, Corbin was expelled before for fighting a teacher. Is it really a fight if you just spit on their face?
Oh.
Well, yeah, because then they punched you, and then it was considered
right.
a fight.
But I didn't start it.
You
so
did
I wouldn't
spit
call
on
that.
them, so it kind of sounds like you did start it.
I wouldn't count that as a fight. Number 4, Mr. Curtis mispronounced Pelipper as Pepler in the butter.
Mispronounced Pelipper.
Pelipper. I mispronounced his mispronunciation.
Yeah.
Mr. Curtis mispronounced Pelipper as Pepler in the Butterfree lesson, and again as Pelipper in the Sandshrew lesson. Yeah, he does that. He did it in another recent lesson.
So that's absolutely true.
I see no problem with this. Pelipper is the actual way it's supposed to be pronounced?
No. To get through the rest of these in a timely manner, you have a 10-second rebuttal to each claim or each bit of information about you.
Fair enough.
Professor Jacob might be part of Team Rocket, and he might be giving the students false information. Professor?
Incorrect. And how could I be giving you false information? The information I give you is in the Pokedex. You can fact check it.
You could still be a part of Team Rocket.
Innocent until proven guilty. Thank you.
Okay. There's a big Corviknight that always stands outside Mr. Curtis's house that always tries to eat his Spinarak. Mr. Curtis.
Ugh. And every day I try to trap that Corviknight. But
dude, we all hate big Corviknight, man.
Get that big Corviknight needs to get out of here.
Yeah,
that's right. I agree. The school has a Charmander that takes care of the heating.
True. Not the GCL CBLTS.
No.
That
Not
just
the
the
Golden Run.
SCLC.
No,
The original.
The
Saffron
original Saffron City Legend,
OG.
Yes, there is a Charmander that heats the school a little bit. I think he's actually evolved to a Charmeleon now. Last Perry told me on our call. Anyways, Corbin told Professor Jacob to give him 100% on every quiz after the spare lesson, and he agreed. Professor, thank you for the 100s. Thank you for the reminder, Alexander.
Yep. Wink.
Yep. So I get 100s now from now on. Thank you for the reminder. This semester is the first time
Luckily,
they ever
we rarely do pop quizzes anymore.
That's true. This semester is the first time they ever started doing pop quizzes. I don't know what this semester is. Oh, you mean like during I don't know.
Previous iterations of the
That doesn't sound right, but who can tell?
I don't know about that's true. New development. Professor Jacob definitely wasn't Team Rocket before. Told you.
What?
Knew it.
No. Yep. Man, somebody should have told me.
I've been saying it. Mr. Curtis takes one of Corbin's shoes at the start of every class. I've told you to stop doing that.
That's true. I have one right here. See?
Yeah, can you give it? Thank you.
Yeah.
Professor Jacob went to a school called Riot U, and he didn't get anything done.
All right.
Professor, tell us a little bit about Riot U.
That was clearly a joke. I mean, come on. That one was a joke.
Professor Jacob is terrible with names.
That's true. That's absolutely true.
That's true.
I mean, it took me so long to remember Corbin's name. And the only reason I remember it now is because I have written down what my intro into each lesson is.
Yeah, it took him long enough. Gary the Shrimish has a girlfriend named Gary Tina, who is a Steelix.
Ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, I was gonna say ex-girlfriend. He doesn't like to talk about her.
Yeah,
we don't talk about her. That's why.
I mean, I think their writing on the wall was the fact that her name was Gary Tina.
Gary Tina, yeah, kind of scared him. Made him think of Giratina. Next one. Professor Jacob only has a left side of the bed. How does that go on?
True. I brought my bed over here to Golden Run City when we moved, so it still has only a left side. You figure out how it works.
That's fun. The Raticate Stud's name is Dougie. We knew that. Yeah, we talked about Dougie before. Oh, we talked about Dougie plenty of times.
Yeah.
I think we go back and forth and calling him Toby.
No, it was definitely Dougie.
Sure.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
but there is a Toby. There is a Toby. It's in the next one.
Yeah.
Toby's the ditto. That's the next one. Mr. Curtis's uncle also has a ditto named Toby. No, Dougie is definitely the Raticate. Definitely.
I'm just saying, I think we get it mixed up sometimes.
This is a good one.
Well, Toby can look like Dougie anytime he wants.
Right, so it can be confusing.
Sometimes, it is a little confusing, but...
Alex says here towards the end, there's a few more. At lesson 400, which is Bi-Barrel, Mr. Curtis no longer has to be the teacher's assistant.
But he probably still will be.
But he's contractually obligated through Bi-Barrel, is that correct?
I can imagine no other place I would want to be than in this classroom assisting the professor.
Aww.
Anyways, Corbin never actually presented the essay on Voltorb that he wrote on the Jigglypuff essay, even though he said he would when the time comes. The time is still not ready yet. I am crafting an even better essay. I've gone through about 13 drafts of this essay because I know a lot of people have been asking about it. I will share when the time comes. Trust me. I will know.
He's going to give it, and it's going to be like on Magnemite or something.
When you least expect it, I'm going to whip out that essay, okay? It's coming. And last one. We don't know what happened to the Jigglypuff and Cubone when the building collapsed in the Kangaskhan lesson.
Well, clearly the Jigglypuff is fine.
We just discussed Shaq earlier today.
Yeah.
Cubone, though? Who knows? Haven't heard hide nor tail of Cubone since...
I think Calvin was fine, last I heard. Yeah. No, he was in the nursery that day, which is just outside school. So, I mean, I think last I heard, Calvin was fine.
Okay.
So, that's as far as I know. And that's it. Those are all the memories. Thanks for the memories, Alexander.
Great speaking, Corbin.
Yeah, great reading, Corbin.
Thank you. It's helpful when you don't have a sloppy mouth.
I was going to say, next time I'll have Mr. Curtis do it and see how far we get.
That's okay. We'd still be reading for the next hour.
Okay, Alex, I'll take the paper back, thank you very much, finishes the Gengar mail with, again, I very much appreciate how much you enjoyed my first email, and will continue to work hard to please you two. I guess there's only two of us that Alex is trying to please.
Are you not talking about me as a person?
What?
Is he not talking about me? He said the two of us. Is he just talking about you guys and not me? Am I not a person?
I mean, wow, okay, that says a lot about you, that you immediately assumed that you weren't one of the two, Corbin. There's a lot to unpack there that you should probably talk to Perry about.
That's right.
All right,
I think another call with Perry's in order.
I'm up to 3 a week now.
Whoa. Anyways, Alex finishes by saying, "Have a great lesson." Well, thank you so much, Alex. We'll do our best.
We'll
no
try.
promises,
We'll try.
Though. So yep, extra credit. Absolutely. This is a lot of work that you've been doing. I'm glad that you're able to do this and continue to get all of your assignments in. Mr. Curtis? Gold star?
Of course, a gold star. I have to give awards when the credit is due. And he did even talk about the constant struggle that my Spinaраx and Ariodoses live under by that giant Corviknight. So thank you for bringing attention to the plight.
Whoa, that rhymed. Be careful.
Wow.
Be careful there.
Yeah, you might have to go to rehab like me.
All right, Alex, thank you again. All right, moving on to the next Gengar mail. This one comes to us from Philippe. It's very short. Philippe! It says, greetings from a southern region.
Hi.
Okay. Greetings from a southern region you Cantonian guys probably don't know about yet. Well, don't make assumptions.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably don't know about it because it's not in the National Pokedex, but Mr. Curtis might know about it.
Yeah, he knows things sometimes.
See.
Philippe doesn't say what the region is, so.
Oh, just left us hanging.
Yeah.
Did they say Philippe or Felipe? I think it's Felipe, Professor.
I think it's Philip.
Well, there's no pronunciation guide on here, so.
Felipe, let us know. Reply back.
Philip, let us know. Thank you.
They say, I just wanted to say I love your classes. I'm a little behind on the recordings on lesson 62, Polygraph. What a beefy boy.
Very.
Oh, yeah.
But I've enjoyed all of it. And better yet, I've learned a lot. So thank you. And please give Corbin a Growlithe when he finishes the course in 5 years. He'll still be 10, so it's all right. He deserves it.
A little bit more than 5 years, I think.
We'll see.
We've done the math. It's 12 or 15 or something.
No, you'll still be 10. Don't worry.
Maybe. I think by that point I'll be
Time
old.
is of no consequence to you.
You only get one Pokemon at the culmination of the class. So I mean, if you do want it to be your Jolteon there, your good friend, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to forego the Growlithe.
Yeah, and also what Pokemon you get is dependent on your final grade. So if you get a really low but just barely passing grade, you get a very, easy Pokemon like a Caterpie or
I don't want
a Bidoof
or
a
Bidoof, something easy. But if you get a really high score, then you can get something a little bit more advanced, something a little bit more difficult to take care of, like an Eevee. So if you
a Noivern, yeah.
Probably, you know what? I'm probably not going to start you off with a Noivern.
Yeah, I don't think that's an option to begin with.
We'll see.
All right. Well, thank you, Felipe, however you say it. Thank you for the suggestion for Growlithe. We'll figure it out. Gold star? Do you think, Mr. Curtis?
I think so.
Yeah. I'll give Felipe a gold star.
Great. All right. That does it for all of the Gengar mails today. Thank you so much for everybody who have sent those in. But I think it's time we got to get down to brass tacks here. We got to start talking about Pokemon. Does anybody know who we're learning about today?
Oh, it's the one after Hoothoot, right?
Well, it does have to be Decidueye.
I'm very glad that you guys know. Well, okay, Corbin, I'm very glad that you know. You finally realize the order in which we do this. Yes, it is the one that comes after Hoothoot.
Right.
Mr. Curtis, one of these days you'll figure it out. Unfortunately, today was not that
Starly?
day.
I mean, listen. We're gonna have to get to Decidueye.
Not necessarily.
So I know that eventually we will be there, and eventually, I will be correct. So I just can't wait.
Looking forward to that day. Again, Rowlet does come before Decidueye, so you'd be better off saying Rowlet.
Is it Starly?
It's not Starly.
Okay.
Okay, that was my one guess. That's all I had.
Wait, hold on. No, it's the one after it is Noctowl? Is that the one? Right?
Yes, we are learning about Noctowl. Corbin, you're getting these more and more now. I'm very happy that you're
I have Gordon to help me study. So
Corbin, are you reading ahead?
Yeah,
I'm not
on the material?
There's less time spent on rapping and more time spent on my studies. So a little bit. I mean, every once in a while.
He's progressing. I'm so proud of him. Finally, what is this feeling? Pride in another human being? I don't like it. Ew, get it off me. Ew, I don't like it.
Sometimes they call it character development, and I'm here for it.
Okay, oh, so you're a character.
I'm a character in the movie that is life.
I mean, t-shirt, am I right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right.
T-shirts, great t-shirt idea.
So, okay, so we are learning about Noctowl today. Obviously, I didn't evolve the Hoothoot that we had last week because Lex is still here, still,
Hi,
keeping
Lex.
time.
Hey, Lex.
Doing a great job today, Lex.
Yeah, don't distract him. He's busy.
Oh, but I want to give him a treat so bad,
No,
Professor.
he's a working Hoothoot. All right, he's doing his
He
job.
is. Yeah,
He
shut up,
gets
Scrooge.
he gets breaks and he gets treats during those breaks.
I'll give you a treat later during your break, Lex. Good job, buddy.
Leave him alone. He's busy.
But I do have a Noctowl here, so if you guys are ready.
Oh, I have never been more ready. I've never seen one in person before. I hear them all the time at night, but let's see it.
Oh, well, here's one right now. Oh my! Did you hear that? That it made a hoot noise. Oh wait, no, sorry, that
me,
was
Professor.
Corbin.
That was
Corbin.
that was
That
me.
was, yeah.
Wow. Okay, that is a really cool. Look at that. Honestly, it's not quite as big as I expected it to be. Like the hoots are very intimidating that I hear at night, and I'm like,
true.
oh, that's got to be a big bird Pokemon.
You don't think it's intimidating? You don't think this 5-foot tall bird is intimidating at all?
I mean,
yeah, it's taller
listen.
than you, Corbin.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Well,
and look at those horns.
yeah,
They
I
could
mean,
just
it's not.
snatch you
it's
right
not,
up with that horn.
It's not that
Horn?
intimidating.
Wait,
Hold on, Mr. Chris. Those are not
Sorry,
horns.
horns?
Horns. Yeah, they're horns, aren't they?
Nope.
On its head?
Yeah.
No,
Those
those
are
are
feathers,
like
Mr.
those are
Curtis.
feathers. Those are like eyebrow looking. Like
Oh, you could have
feathers.
fooled me. They look just like horns.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's
And
not
you know-
intimidating at all.
And you know what most Pokemon use that do have horns use those horns for, right? It's to pick up things.
Right.
For defense.
Well, they're particular. Noctowls are pretty strong.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is, okay, first of all, no horns. Noctowl does not have horns.
Feathers.
Just feathers.
Gosh, do you not read ahead, Mr. Curtis? Come on now.
I'm so sorry.
Well, I just remember, I just thought that they were going to be a little bit bigger. 5 foot's not too big. It's a very nice sized bird Pokemon. Very,
really
very,
staring him
very,
down.
very cool. Not big at all.
He does seem very interested in you, Corbin. Now, have you guys noticed how it's turned its head completely upside down?
Oh, yeah.
You may have
that's-
heard a small little, cracking noise as it did it.
Oh,
But,
okay. All right. That's.
Yes, it's very impressive.
yeah.
Oh, that's really, really haunting.
And-
I'm gonna see that in my sleep. Ugh.
We'll learn
Now
a
it looks
little
like it's
bit.
got a mustache. Oh,
Its horns are a mustache now.
basically, yeah. I mean, that's. Ooh. Okay. I take back what I said. I think this thing is bigger than it should be.
Make it smaller.
Yeah,
Take
make
it-
it smaller,
take
please.
it back.
Turn it
This
back
one's
into a
too
hoodoo.
big.
It's a little big.
I'm just gonna take a step back. I don't like the way that it's looking at me right now.
Why were you
Is it
with
set
its
up
face
now?
upside down? Is that
Nope.
freaking you out too?
We'll learn.
No.
We'll learn about what it means when that happens. A little bit later on. But can we? So we've described that it has big feathers on its face that Mr. Curtis thinks look like horns. I think look more like eyebrows. But anything else about Hoothoot here? Or sorry, Noctowl?
Big feet, talons.
Talons. Okay.
It
yeah.
does. It's got some little triangles on its chest there.
It does. It has a
True.
few
Yeah.
triangles on
Some
its chest.
triangle pattern. Very nice.
Yeah. Okay. The
Let's-
big claws, very intimidating.
Should we talk about the eyes? Let's talk about the eyes.
The eyes
real
are very
quick.
fierce. It's red eyes, a little bit of white, a little bit of black. Oh, but the piercing red eyes is really kind of staring into my soul a little bit upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't get too close to it when its head's upside down like that, because it will peck at you.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
I'm staying right here. All right, don't worry.
Yeah. So just
It's a big boy. I'm calling it Rex because Rex is the name for big boys.
Okay, yeah, sure. And it rhymes with Lex too.
It definitely looks like the king of the night.
And it does rhyme with Lex. That's convenient. And also conveniently, it is one of the name of our patrons.
Oh wow.
Tyler
Oh,
Rex.
okay.
Tyler Rex. Thanks. Thank you so much.
All
Oh,
right.
so intimidating.
All right, so I can tell that Corbin is reaching his limit here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put Rex back into the Pokeball.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad.
I like Rex. I think we should have more Rex.
Well, that's cool, Mr. Curtis. I'm just looking around to see if I can find the person that asked.
Oh.
But don't seem to be able to find
I'm so
anybody.
sorry. I put myself in the corner.
It's funny because nobody cares, Mr. Curtis.
Hey, don't be mean to Mr. Curtis.
Sorry.
I can be mean to Mr. Curtis. You can't be mean to Mr. Curtis.
Oh, you're right. Sorry.
All right. It's time to read some Pokedex entries if nobody has any complaints. And honestly,
I
even if
would
people
never
do,
complain about that.
even if people do have complaints, I don't really care.
Wow.
That's right.
I love that.
Just pack them right up in your little bag and throw them right out the window.
Yeah.
Don't
So
want 'em
for
anymore.
all the students out there, if you ever get any complaints about the things you do or who you are, just ignore them.
Just ignore them. And if you complain about us or this or this class, we're gonna take those complaints. We're gonna put them in the garbage bin. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I will internalize those complaints and have it ruin my mental state for several days. But then
But then after that,
after
Please
that,
don't
right in the
complain.
trash
I have
can.
to spend so much time cleaning the professor's mental state. When you guys complain, please don't do that anymore.
Yeah, he smacks me with a broom. It's pretty awful. All right, starting off in the Johto region, the first Pokedex entry here says, its eyes are specially adapted. They concentrate even faint light and enable it to see in the dark.
Ooh, that's really cool. Wish I could see in the dark.
Yeah, so, I mean, much like its name would, suggest, Noctowl is nocturnal.
Ah,
Yeah,
that
so
makes sense.
it's awake and active at night. The next entry says, when it needs to think, it rotates its head 180 degrees to sharpen its intellectual power.
Oh.
How do we think it does that? What do we think the process of turning its head upside down does to make it think better?
Get more juices flowing.
Yeah, more blood, because blood is still affected by gravity. So if you turn your head upside down, then all of your blood is going to flow into your brain.
Right, exactly. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes, Corbin.
I think it has something to do with the nervous system.
Oh, why are you so nervous?
No, not mine.
Oh,
the Noctowls.
okay.
The Noctowls.
Okay.
That's as far as I've gotten.
Okay, great, very good. The next entry says, its extremely soft feathers make no sound in flight. It silently sneaks up on prey without being detected.
I bet
Wow.
you they'd be good to be like a pillow.
You want to sleep on a Noctowl?
Yeah, like a Noctowl stuffed feather stuffed pillow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So hold on. Noctowl stuffed, feather stuffed pillow. Okay. So
No,
you're going to
no,
stuff
no.
the Noctowl with something and then stuff the Noctowl inside the pillow?
No. It
No,
sounds
no.
like the Noctowl is getting stuffed into the feathers somehow.
Right. Okay.
No, a pillow or a mattress that's stuffed with Noctowl
A
feathers.
mattress that's full of Noctowls? Noctowl feathers?
Yeah,
you
don't
imagine?
even pluck the feathers. Just put the whole bird in there.
Corbin, that would be very lumpy. And
That's what it
you
sounds
know.
like you're saying though.
It does sound like
No.
you're saying.
Harvest, pick up, harvest, sustainably, feathers, it's like a
Sustainably
hair.
You're
feathers.
just saying words now. Those are just nouns.
Yeah,
Right.
You don't know what you're saying.
So, and see, look, you could just like here when I pluck a hair off your head, Corbin. It just, you just grab a couple every, once a day or something like that. And as they grow back, then they're good to go. And then you just go get more.
Okay. You've convinced me.
If we're talking about, pillows and stuff, where are we on the huggability scale for Noctowl?
If its head's straight up, I'm gonna put it at an 8. If its head is down, I'm put it at a 4.
That seems extremely low, because if I remind you, I believe a 3 on the scale is something that would melt your skin if you touch it.
Like a Magmar.
Like, yeah,
I felt like my skin
a
was
Magmar.
melting when I saw its head flip around. That was scary.
And a 14, let's all remember, is a Spinnerack. The
No.
perfectly cool, huggable
Yep,
thing.
perfectly cool.
The perfectly cool.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Mr. Curtis, where are you rating this?
Well, it does not have a hard carapace though for you to grab onto.
Okay.
Now, it is pretty soft. So I will give it.
And remember, you did say that you would like to sleep on its feathers.
I would, but does that mean I want to hug it? Does it?
I would assume
really,
so, yes.
Do I have some hard grabbing handholds for the hugging? I don't know.
Yeah, it's intimidating. I'm afraid it might peck you. It doesn't look like it's very huggable. It looks fierce.
I would say that I'll give it a 10. Okay.
10?
But that's as high as
Wow.
I can go without a hard external carapace.
Okay. I'm thinking, it's soft and supple. I'm giving it a 12.
All right. All right.
Gotta watch
I
out
can
for
see
the
that,
beak.
Professor.
Gotta watch out for the claws. But I think otherwise, pretty good hug. Now,
Well, as a frightened boy, I can't go higher than an 8.
okay. A 4, though, is extremely low. So,
Put it at
that's
6.
okay.
6 at the lowest when it turns its head around.
Sure, whatever. All right, flappability? I'll be honest, I've forgotten how this scale works.
I don't know. Whatever the second highest is.
Well, the heist is in the middle.
Right.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to remind us of this.
Yeah, maybe we need to review the flappability before we
We'll come back to it.
We probably won't. All right, so moving on to the Hoenn region, the Pokedex entry says, Noctowl never fails at catching prey in darkness. This Pokemon owes its success to its superior vision that allows it to see in minimal light, and to its soft, supple wings that make no sound in flight.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. An apex predator, if you will.
Sure, yeah, definitely. Now, so I always only read one Pokedex entry for the Hoenn region. They do normally have 2, but let me read you the second one, and you tell me how I guarantee you it's different, but it's like it's the epitome of here, like, you can copy my homework, but just change it up a little bit, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So the second entry says, it unfailingly catches prey in darkness. Noctowl owe their success to superior vision that allows them to see in minimal light and to their supple and silent wings.
Pretty close.
Like, it's saying the exact same thing, just the words are slightly different, and it makes me wonder, why did you even do that? Why did you even
copy
bother?
my notes, just don't make it obvious.
Just copy it. Why spend the time to, rewrite the exact same thing in slightly different words?
This is the professor's advice on research papers, everyone.
That's right.
What? Just copy
it? Just
No.
copy it. Why rewrite it in your own words?
I mean, if you're gonna write the exact same thing in a Pokedex entry, why go through the extra effort? You're not graded on this. It's the same professor.
If the professor wrote it the first time, it's perfect. Why even try to do better? That's my thought process.
What, me, the professor, or?
Yes.
Well, Curtis, I didn't write any of these.
I mean,
and I would never write one of these. That's not my place in this world.
You could never.
I could, but I would never, because.
But it wouldn't be canon.
I mean, if I did become the primary Pokemon professor of a region, then it could be canon. But I would never. Because it's not my duty to write Pokedex entries. It's my duty to make sure that students understand Pokedex entries. And I feel like that's just as much an important job as writing the entry.
Right, saying everyone else's work out loud.
even better if you hear my opinion.
I agree with you. I think it is more important.
You're even more important.
Like if
kiss butt.
What'd you say?
He's a kiss butt.
Kiss butt. Sure. Yeah, that's fair. Now, because what is science without communication, right? Like it's just words otherwise.
How can the new Pokemon professors of the world grow to create their own new things?
Guys, I'm not here for a Teddy Ursa talk, okay? I just am here for the lesson on Noctowl.
Sorry, I'm just trying to validate my existence. Let me move on to the Sinnoh region Pokedex.
You should talk to Perry about that. He's a really good listener.
No, I do pretty well myself, I think.
That's right. And Professor can always talk to me. He doesn't have to talk to Perry.
I don't want to, so I don't normally.
Whoa! You're lost, idiot.
Not Perry.
Whoa!
Oh.
Watch your language there, Corbin.
Sorry, I thought he was saying he didn't want to talk to Perry. I'm like, that's my best friend.
Yeah, where'd you learn that? Did you learn that language from Gordon? Is Gordon teaching you all these bad words?
No, Gordon's taught me some other naughty words that I won't say. But he's a bad influence.
Could you rhyme them?
Can I rhyme some of the bad words he says?
Let's not.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a good idea, Professor. I don't think so.
All right, cowards.
But one of them starts with a Q, and it might surprise you. Moving on, Professor.
Oh, thank you. So the first entry from the Sinnoh region says, its eyes are special. Aw, that's nice.
Aw.
They can pick out objects as long as there is the tiniest amount of light.
Barely any.
all you need, and there will always be light.
All they need, honestly, like you need, like the
Mm-hmm.
if there's too much light, does it hurt them? Like if there's too much light?
It never states that. I mean, they do prefer to be awake at night, but I'm not sure that's because too much light hurts them. So
Okay.
I don't think so.
Well, I'm just saying, in the dark woods, no sunlight, no stars, no moon, no fires from campfires, no nothing. It can be pitch black dark, but as long as dawn is there smiling, there's a little bit of light, and they can find their way.
Okay.
They can find their way.
Wow.
It's exhausting talking to you, Corbin.
Ugh,
Please.
I am exhausted thinking of her.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
That sounds like a bad thing.
It's not, Professor.
Yes.
It's not.
I'm exhausted.
I'm
even
exhausted
thinking about
by
you.
your obsession with Dawn.
You never met a girl like that, Professor? Maybe one day you will. I'm 10 years old and I know so much more about love than you. You never meet a girl who just exhausts you thinking about?
I would love to meet a girl someday.
Are you foreshadowing, Professor? What is that? What are you doing?
We can
Sorry.
I can arrange that, Professor.
Did you guys not also have that flashback, or was it just me who had that flashback?
No, I didn't. I didn't hear anything. But you looked out the window like there was a flashback.
I was waiting for the ripple effect and the harp music to finish playing.
In your head?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Okay,
we
nobody
didn't
else
see
heard
that. We
that?
weren't there
Weird.
with you, so.
Anyways, the next
I
entry.
saw it. It was a good flashback, Professor.
Thank you. The next entry says, if it flips its head upside down, it's a sign that it is engaged in very complex thinking.
Okay, so it's thinking about me. That's nice.
Yeah, when it was looking at you earlier, I was just trying to comprehend what it was looking at. I didn't quite understand it.
That's very sweet.
All right, the last entry from the Sinnoh region says, its eyes are specially developed to enable it to see clearly even in murky darkness and minimal light.
Murky darkness, gross.
Yeah, and minimal light. You figure out what the difference between those two is.
True.
Okay, as always, there's nothing new from Unova or Kalos. Why would there be? Moving on to the Alola region.
Ooh.
Okay. Is there anything? Let me guess. Our Noctowl are the best Noctowl because we're the best because we're in Alola.
No. But they do have another Alola trope in this entry.
Okay.
With eyes that can see in pitch darkness, it never lets its prey escape. Some even call it the Emperor of Dark Nights.
That's edgy.
They one of their favorite things to do in Alola is not call a Pokemon by its name.
That's true.
They will call it.
Yeah, they love it.
They will call it Emperor of Dark Nights. They will call it a wise deity or something like
Right.
that.
They'll call it the Q word if they're mad at it.
What's the keyword, Corbin?
No, I'm not saying it, Professor. It's inappropriate.
The next entry says, when it turns its head entirely upside down, you know it's troubled by something. If you don't leave it be, it will peck you.
I see. I left it be. It didn't peck me.
Yeah, see, I told you. I told you to leave it be.
You did tell me.
Yeah, you're welcome, because I'm a good professor.
You're okay. Yeah, thank
And
you.
I care about you, Corbin.
Well,
Okay,
I
hold
wouldn't. Let's not
Listen,
lie.
I'm your legal guardian for the time
Doesn't mean you
being.
care about me.
No, but it does help
A little bit.
to care about you.
Whatever. Yeah.
Okay, that does it for the Alola region. Moving on, past the Galar region, because they do have entries, but they copy what we've already seen, unfortunately. But we do have entries from the Paldea region, which is always fun.
Yeah.
I love it when new regions get representation.
We love to see it. We love representation.
It says its eyes are specially adapted. They concentrate even faint light and enable it to see in the dark.
There you go.
It's different, but pretty similar to what we've
Different, but
already
the same.
seen. Yeah. Oh wait, no, hold on. It is the exact same from the Johto region.
Oh, we were
dang
so
it.
close.
Yeah. Sorry, Paldea. Good try. Maybe next time. Okay. That does it for all of the regional Pokedex entries. Then, now I do have some unique Pokedex entries. First one comes to us from Ash's Pokedex. It says, Noctowl, the Owl Pokemon, the evolved form of Hoothoot. This highly intelligent Pokemon often twists its head 180 degrees when it is thinking. Noctowl is a nocturnal Pokemon.
Yeah, it is.
And Ash's Pokedex also has some information on one of Noctowl's signature moves.
Mm-hmm.
It says confusion. This powerful psychic attack confuses an opponent and weakens it as well.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I guess
all right.
saps its strength, maybe? I'm not sure exactly what's how it weakens it. I mean,
Can't use your muscles.
You can't use your muscles at all?
Can't use them. Yep.
Wait, wouldn't that mean that you couldn't breathe?
It doesn't confuse those muscles. It confuses everything else.
Oh,
It
good.
confuses your butt muscles. You might poop yourself.
Oh, that's not a good thought. Nope.
That'd be the quickest way to win a battle. No one wants to fight, soiling themselves. Most Pokemon would just quit.
But also nobody wants to fight something that is soiling itself. So I feel like it's a double-edged blade.
That's right. Yeah,
That's
it really
true.
It really is a standoff. Yeah.
All right. The next entry comes to us from Don's Pokedex. It says Noctowl, the owl Pokemon, in the evolved form of Hoothoot.
Mm-hmm.
Noctowl's eyes have a special power that allows it to see in the faintest light, as if it were the middle of the day.
See, her special power is she just knows what to say. I'm sorry. You just one more time. Can you say
Okay.
who did that Pokedex entry?
Hey,
Can you say it?
I'm gonna spray you with water.
No,
I'm
just
gonna
say
spray
her
you with water.
name one more time, please.
That's okay. All right, that's it. I'm getting the
Who
water
did
bottle.
it? Who did it? No, who? Stop! Please, stop! Please.
Stop it.
Please! I just want to hear her name again, Professor. Please say her name again, please. What is
Don't
it?
say it, Professor. Don't feed his addiction.
Professor, please. Whose entry is it, please?
Well, it's Professor Rowan's entry, I believe.
Who's the source, Professor?
Rowan!
No, whose Pokedex entry was it, please?
I'm gonna keep spraying you, Corbin. You don't stop it.
Stop it!
She's drenched. She's dripping now.
Please.
All right, listen. That's the end of all the Pokedex entries that we have.
very
So,
good.
I think it's time.
Dawn's was my favorite. Oh.
What?
What? What did you say?
What?
I don't know.
So
You're
just ignore him.
You
Keep
have
going,
such a
Professor.
weird energy today, Corbin.
Professor, you just shouldn't have brought her up in class like that. I can't focus.
Well, so hopefully you can focus long enough to present me with your presentation
Ooh.
for Pitch a Pokemon. That's right.
Ooh.
I want you guys to pitch a Noctowl to me. I'm in the market for a Pokemon, and maybe I might just buy your Noctowl. But you really gotta sell it. So let me just remind everybody what the rubric is for a Pitch a Pokemon. I think it's been a little while since we've done one. So first of all, you must include information we learned in class, and second of all, you must demonstrate an understanding of the Pokemon's unique attributes and abilities. 3, the selling points must be unique to the Pokemon we've discussed in this lesson, so Noctowl, obviously. And these selling points must be for the Pokemon itself and not for a product it provides or produces. So
Definitely.
don't sell me Noctowl feathers. All right? I know we talked about that, but that'll give you a 0. And number 4, the student who provides the most compelling selling points will get a bonus points.
Okay. All right.
So, if we're all ready, you can start writing your pitches. Okay, who is ready to give me a presentation?
Ooh,
Me,
me,
All right, I see you're both ready,
Me,
but
Professor.
only one
me,
person can go first. I think I'll go with Corbin.
Oh, hey.
So, Corbin, if you could
me.
please pitch me a Noctowl.
Feels good to get first for once. All right, guys. I'm going to pitch you directly a Noctowl. I try to think of it more because I think of the cool abilities the different Pokemon have, and I really try to make it more applicable to the everyday man. Like you, Professor. How could you benefit personally from this Noctowl?
I would like that.
Professor's more than the everyday man. Excuse me.
He's a man every day. Anyways, so here are 2 uses for Noctowl, and the reason why you should have one today, Professor. So, number 1, if you have a Noctowl sitting next to you in your bedroom at night, it's really good for when you're trying to sleep or wind down for the evening. Because if you drop something in the middle of the night and you can't find it, it's dark, the light switches across the room, you don't have a lamp next to you, you can easily just ask Noctowl to find it. If you're in your dark house and you need keys, phone, or whatever you drop or lose in the darkness of your house, it can find it. Imagine if you have a power outage or there's a hurricane or a blizzard and You have no power in your home. You have Noctowl that can find stuff for you at night when it gets dark, in case you can't find it yourself, and if you don't have a flashlight or something. So Noctowl can help you find stuff in the dark, which is great. Specifically if you drop something at night. Now, the other cool reason to have a Noctowl in your room at night when you're sleeping is not only going to help you find stuff that you drop or might lose, its feathers can cool you down. I don't know about you guys, but I get really hot when I sleep. So the feathers can cool you down while it's flying above you. And the good news is, if you're one of those people that doesn't like a lot of noise when you sleep, you don't sleep to a fan, that's fine, because its feathers don't make any noise. So when it's flying above
I
you...
can only sleep to the chittering
disgusting.
of my...
You'll get your turn. Shut up. So when...
Yeah, stop interrupting.
Yeah, shut up, Mr. Curtis. 2 points docked from you. So a Noctowl can fly above the bed and cool you down while not making any noise, which is great. Isn't that great? Or it can be perched. It doesn't have to keep flying. It can be perched, and it can just flap its wings a lot. But yeah, those are the 2 uses of a Noctowl, and I'm sure why you would want one.
Okay, yeah, very good. We definitely include information that we learned in class. Now I feel like the last couple times we've done Picture Pokemon, you really have been leaning towards Sleep Aid as the
I love the sleep
points.
professor. I do.
Yeah, are you having trouble sleeping? Is that what's going on?
It's
here?
one of the things I've talked to Perry, the Psyduck, about. There's sometimes trouble sleeping. I still see the Mr. Mime in my house waking up next to me, then I wake up and it's just a nightmare. So yeah, sometimes I'll see visions of that Mr. Mime.
Are you sure it's a nightmare?
I hope so.
Maybe it's actually there. Maybe it's your father.
He's not my dad. Mr. Mime is not my dad. But yeah, it's horrifying.
All right. But yeah, I think you did understand the abilities of Noctowl as well. So very good, Corbin.
Thank you.
Mr. Curtis, let's hear your pitch.
Oh, jeez. I can talk now. Whew, jeez. All right, give me just a second. I gotta cleanse my palate.
With maple syrup.
Wow, you put ice in your maple syrup? I heard the ice clattering around in there.
I did too.
Nice and chilly.
It makes it...
Okay. All right, everybody. Please, listen up. I'm ready to tell you about the next innovation in Pokemon daycare nurserymanship. Okay. Thank you very much.
Sorry, Corbin. Hey, Corbin, no interrupting.
It's my turn, Corbin. No talking. Obviously, Noctowls are nocturnal, so they would be awake at night when most people are asleep. Perfect. They can see in the dark to watch over the sleeping Pokemon in the pastures outside the nursery and to watch for predators, even when it's like really murky dark, if you know what I'm saying. Its ability to always catch its prey would mean it would be good at catching any wandering little ones if they try to get up and wander away at night. Sometimes maybe they're trying to get up to get a drink of water and they go the wrong direction, or they get lost and the Noctowl comes in and picks it up and takes it right back to their parents, which is great. And you know what? The silent feathers that the Noctowl has means that it can be quiet as it goes to the rescue, and it doesn't have to wake up all those tired parent Pokemon and hardworking nursery workers. Finally, its ability to flip its head over and get a quick boost to its cognitive abilities, or i.e. smartness factor, makes it so that it can respond quickly and decisively at any time and always knows exactly what to do independently, or if it does need to, in fact, wake up a trainer or a nursery worker. Thank you very much.
Okay, so nursery guard.
Nighttime nursery babysitter.
Nighttime nursery babysitters is the
official title. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it really could be a nighttime, guard for anything, honestly.
But usually you want your guards to be like big and visible and mean to deter predators, but you don't need that for the Noctowl, because the Noctowl needs to be quiet so that it doesn't wake up all the other Pokemon and the trainers there.
Or maybe just like a surveillance kind of thing, maybe. But that's not what you gave me. You gave me a nursery guard, because a nursery babysitter specifically.
That's right, babysitter specifically. It's gonna go catch those babies, bring them back to them. To the parent Pokemon. All
right, so you definitely did a good job including info that we learned in class. I don't know if we really learned anything that would state that Noctowl would be, inclined to help baby Pokemon. But I mean, it can be trained to do anything. I'm sure, like most Pokemon can. So I'm not going to dock you points on that. And it is. I mean, that's something that we learned is that it is very smart.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so you both of you got full marks, for the your pitches. But now I need to decide who's going to get the bonus points with the most compelling.
Right here,
points.
Professor.
Now, I feel as though Corbin's was more
applicable to the everyday man.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much exactly what I was going to say. More applicable. Now, but Mr. Curtis's was a lot more interesting and unique.
I would say, yeah.
Yes, but which of that is compelling in the words that I have written myself?
The students will decide.
I mean, I guess we could let the students decide.
Let's mix it up a little bit. Why don't we put it on Twitter, or xerneus.com, and why don't we let the students decide who had the best pitch of Pokemon?
Listen, I'm always going to call it the Flying Pokemon Themed Social Network site Twitter,
I like that better.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know what moron decided to change it.
Yeah, it really rolls off the tongue.
Anyways, what idiot, there's that swear word again, decided to change it.
Bleep that out. Portia, bleep that out. Thank you, Portia. So let us know on Twitter, I guess. We could probably put something on Discord as well.
Sure.
But I'll let Portia decide where to put those things. All right. Very good job today, guys. That does it for the lesson on Noctowl. Does anybody know who we're going to be?
Oh, thank you, Professor.
Yeah.
Good job.
Keep it up.
Good job. Corbin, did you hear?
Yeah, I know. He never really says that to me, so I appreciate it.
Does anybody know who we're going to be learning about next week?
Mr.
Mr. Curtis. It's a bug-type Pokemon.
It's time, Mr. Curtis.
Is it time?
Okay, no, it's not the bug-type Pokemon, but it is a bug-type Pokemon.
It's one of them, Mr. Curtis.
Yeah.
It's okay, I got it. It's Dottler. We're talking about Dottler.
Oh my god, he didn't say Decidueye.
Yeah.
Mark it
well,
down.
I mean, you said Decidueye is not a bug type. You told me it wasn't a bug type.
Yeah, you never listened to me though, so why would I think that you would know?
I listen to you all the time, Professor.
Okay, it's not Dottler.
Is it
Cleaver?
Charge bug?
You guys know so many.
Larvesta.
Golisopod.
Larvesta. It's got to be Larvesta.
These are all bug-type Pokemon, but you know what? And this is kind of, I feel like a bug-type Pokemon that does get forgotten a little bit, kind of thrown to the side.
Then Carablast.
Oh, it's that one for sure.
Carablast does always
Yeah,
get
that's
forgotten.
true. That is also true. No, but
Everybody
we're learning.
sees an Escavalier, and then they never think about the Carablast, though.
Well, I think this will do you one better. We are learning about Ladybug.
Oh,
Next
Ladybug's a
week.
cute
Oh,
one.
okay.
I love Ladybug. Ladybug's cute.
Now, you are one of few, Corbin.
Thank you.
I think Ladybug's cute, too.
One
but
in a million. Oh, you guys have so much in common.
Aw.
Use this as a bonding experience.
Corbin, do you want to compare pictures of Ladybugs after class?
I don't
today?
have any pictures, but I'd love to go take some.
Okay.
Oh, great. Hold hands while you do it too.
What?
And Skip. What?
What'd you say?
You guys, I don't know. You guys are bonding so well. I've never seen this before. Between you two, anyways. All right, but that's going to be next week. Until then, if you have any questions for me, the professor, you can send me a Gengar mail, or you can find the class on the Flying Pokemon Themed Social Network site Twitter. Really, all of these places can be found in the link tree that's in the description below. If you really, really enjoy the class, well, there's a couple things you can do to help us, flourish in this.
Yeah, do something about it.
In this, I mean, if you want to, but help us flourish in this, high competitive nature that we find ourselves in, because we do put these in all the places where podcasts go. It's not a podcast.
It's not. It's a class.
Yeah, but it's the best. It's the best place to put these virtual lessons. But if you want to help us out, you can give us a rating on Flapple Podcast or Spotify. That will really help new people find us. The next best way to help other people find us is just talk to people. If you have other people out there who love Pokemon as much as you do, or just want to know more about Pokemon, let them know.
Maybe
let 'em
learn
know.
the truth of Learn the truth of the Night Mother?
Well, this isn't a cult, Mr. Curtis. Shut up.
Well,
No,
don't
no,
lead
no,
with
no.
that. But also another way you can help support us is through our Patreon. And Corbin, you always do such a great job.
Oh, thank you. God, you showering me with compliments today. Oh my goodness. I don't even need to take a bath tonight because I've been showered with compliments by you. Thank you.
Please take a bath.
No, I
Please.
think you need to take a bath tonight.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I do. I do stink a little bit. So Patreon, guys, it's cool. It's hop. It's himpin'. It's pimpin'.
All right. Well, you tried, Corbin. All right, Curtis, would you like to describe the Patreon?
It's hipping and hopping over there.
my
I mean,
God.
just can't be stopping it on that Patreon.
That's right. And all the cool stuff be dropping on there.
That's right. Like my doodles.
Doodles.
Oh my goodness.
Q&As.
My doodles for today, you can't even stop skadoodling.
That's right.
You can't unsee it, even in your worst nightmares. That's there.
We got his terrible doodles. We got Q&As. We got outtakes. We got other stuff coming, including a Nuzlocke challenge. You can get a Pokemon named after you, like Tyler Rex today. Dude, there's so much stuff, and it keeps growing every day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so thank you to everybody who's already supported us on Patreon. We really, really do appreciate it, and it's because of you we can do even cooler things.
Yes, you're the reason we're alive.
But I wouldn't go that far. But anyways, that's going to do it for today's lesson. So until next time, class is dismissed.